And maybe I'm just salty because it's Cloud, but hey.
Hey. Not my, I mean, that's what you get when you test out characters like that, too.
Absolutely. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. We got a Mew4 up next. Mewtwo Ditto.
Yeah,
I feel like this
Yeah?
isn't fun.
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel like this isn't fun. I feel like Mewtwo Dittos are not something that'd be
boring
enjoyable.
Dittos?
I mean, a lot of Dittos aren't fun, but this a Mewtwo Ditto especially.
Think about it, though. Could be a Sonic Ditto.
So
you
you
can
do
think-
this thing where you'll always bring it back to you.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
No, that's good. I mean, you got a good point.
Got
You
it.
a good point. All right, so we got Mewtwo. Birzes rocking the burnt orange color tail, which
personally-
is my favorite.
My favorite, actually, is the minty green.
The Colgate color,
Colgate
yeah, I
color,
like
yeah.
that one too.
I'm more of a Crest guy myself.
Chris guy. Oh my God, are we talking about toothpaste? Like actually, and this is winner's quarters. Like these two are really going at it.
Someone should make a Sensodyne Mewtwo line. You know,
Yep.
red, white, blue.
Versus with a little bit of a percent lead. Oh,
We're
but here
talking
comes
about
Balance. Okay, he's definitely been in the lab with these combos. Very clean.
And you know that's how some players get so much better is they're just
Yep.
lab monsters. Like some people like myself that doesn't work.
Yeah.
But
Lab monsters
brothers,
who
it
know
works
how to do
wonders.
neutral,
Yes.
I would argue. And
I would
Balance
agree.
does. I mean, Balance is good enough to understand it. So he knows how to get the combos, because that's more important in my opinion. But still. Ooh, girl! He was facing the other way and shielding, so
ooh, I'm
good
surprised
stuff.
we didn't see a down tilt there because I didn't think that was close to killing him.
Yeah.
You know, Mewtwo's air mobility is so good. He doesn't
Yep.
have to jump. Oh, he does.
I think that Balance is also doing this because he's kind of trying out other characters. He's not. I know he's not so much about the Ryu at least at the moment. So Mewtwo's Nair is such a great tool. You can just like, it can confirm into so much if you get the right read afterwards.
Especially as like a cross-up tool. Mewtwo's Nair.
Birzes overcommitting a bit too much with that up smash.
That's kind of a theme I've noticed from him too on some of these punishes. Like, you know, when someone lands in Smash 4, your best option is generally just a grab. Oh.
That's the Birzes I know. Gets the disgusting Nair footstool, disable, bye. That's what I call that. That's the entire combo name.
I have a less
Nair
esports way of saying
footstool, disable, bye.
bullshit.
Oh.
Oh.
You get one. You get
Yes,
one.
yes, you do.
And we got an even game here. Birzes with a smart recovery there, coming up with the reflector to dispel the Shadow Ball.
And I get the feeling, you know, as this match has gone on, Birzes' experience with this character is kind of is starting to shine through the longer we go. He started at a pretty big deficit, and now, you know, he's kind of got the upper hand. With these disables, though,
Like most Dittos, though, it's very much momentum-based,
Yeah.
right? And also, like, who gets the better trades in the air with Mewtwo specifically? I mean, his aerials are so potent. And I
So
imagine they're
disjointed.
good against, it's good against himself because he's so big and light. Mewtwo's aerials are kind of made to really punish that. That was fun. That
trying
was
to play
like,
ping pong with each
hey
other.
girl, I see you. Ooh, catching him with that last hit of up smash. Not going to do
Almost
it, though.
doing it.
Balance gets some time to charge a Shadow Ball, but Birzes is keeping him on the ropes here, taking total command of the
Oh,
stage.
it surprised me that he got a
Yeah.
grabber. Why?
I didn't think...
No pummels?
there it is.
Still
Okay.
does it, though.
I think Birzes didn't think Balance would have just stood there. I think he was looking for the back roll, or the panic roll away.
You know,
He gets that a lot, so I don't blame him.
Birzes the type of player, too, who kind of expects his opponent to react first, and that's what he's going to go for.
Exactly. So when you're at like this kind of level, like with Birzes, it's like not doing anything is a mix-up in itself.
Yeah.
You know, it's something like players like Birzes who do that a lot have to adapt to. Now, I'm not saying always just stand still, do nothing, because that's bad, but, you know, as a mix-up.
As a mix-up.
As a mix-up. Okay, so now we got game 2.
Town City.
There you go, Town City.
Yes.
It's so hard to think, like, how do you do stages in a Ditto? Like, I never know.
I think you try to play players more than anything. When
Yeah,
you're picking stages in a
exactly. That's kind of what you have to do, right? All right, good stuff to Birzes getting some early percent confirms here. Take on that damage. Oh, almost had another one.
Mewtwo's air dodge is so difficult to punish anything.
It is.
Because he
Frame
just
2,
disappears.
man. Frame 2 so good. Though Birzes, his spacing is on point right now. Also, his use of down tilt is just very smart.
We're not seeing a lot of that from Balance either.
Yeah, he's not going for the spacing game, or the footsie game, rather. And I think that's why Birzes is coming out on top. Birzes has a better understanding of how to pressure with this character up close.
You know, that can be hard when transitioning to a new character, is knowing what to do and when.
Exactly. It's like you know options, but you don't.
Okay.
But balance goes deep. That was a great edge guard read, though.
And it's like he knew he was going to air dodge in that exact spot.
And this is, okay. That looked worse. Balance wasn't ready for that, though, so he was in, like, jump leg.
Even though it seemed like Birzes was just dominating that first stock, you got a pretty even game here.
Well, and that's Mewtwo for you. He's like...
It's kind of that momentum-based, aspect of Dittos that you mentioned earlier.
He's not totally a glass can, but he definitely has elements of it.
Ooh.
Tennis, let's go. 15 love for balance. Oh! And again, Birzes is kind of falling behind. Balance took a lot of momentum from that edge guard. Oh, okay, great Shark to cover himself back onto stage.
Using that down tilt to kind of get him an advantage here.
I mean, any of these Mewtwo's could die right now. Like, that's just... Okay, nice teleport to mix it up. Though, Balance still on the platforms. He doesn't want to be here. And Birzes using the command grab of side B to put pressure on. Oh, he was looking for the rollback.
That was such a hard read.
Yeah, he went for the rollback.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. Like, he had a very good intention with it. It's just... Again, Balance has been playing surprisingly still. And I think that's kind of something we see crossing over from his WiiU play. Because WiiU was always a character that wanted to, like, stay sentry and, like, react.
And well, that's something with Birzes that you kind of have to do with that style that he's playing, is you have to play reactionary like him as well.
Yep, exactly.
And it seems like that's just what works best against him.
All right, so we're going to game 3. Bit of a stressful time. Birzes just cutting all the crap, going right to FD. Let's settle this on For Glory right now. Oh!
Let's change the timer to 5 minutes, and then it'll feel like...
There we go. Love it. Ooh. Close game. These are somewhat quick games, too. I mean,
I would agree. One thing that I think is interesting in this matchup is how Mewtwo deals with his own air dodge.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's really interesting now that you point that out.
Because Mewtwo's air mobility seems like, or his air acceleration seems really good.
It is. It's great, and that's how he catches a lot of people. But against himself, against the best air dodge in the game, how does he adapt to that? You almost have to stay on the ground and go for hard.
That was such a nice punish. He had the range perfect.
Yeah, getting the extent of the scoop box there on that up smash. Beautiful play by Mr. Birzes.
He needs to kind of avoid a similar situation that happened in game 2 where he took the first stock and then just kind of lost it right away. And the momentum along with it.
Every time Mewtwo like goes hard off stage like that is scary. And that was... I feel like if that was almost anyone else, that would have hit.
Yeah.
I think it's because of Mewtwo's air dodge. He managed to escape it. Oh,
except for maybe Bayonetta.
Except, yeah. What a bird. Oh! Ooh! And that was not a good command grab because that puts Mewtwo in that position to forward air. It reminds me of actually whenever I played this matchup as Zelda, you just lightning kick after. Similar thing. Oh! And now Balance taking a lot of momentum. This is definitely not over. That was
the import.
Yeah, that or he was looking for something. I don't know.
I think if he plays a tilt stick, maybe he wanted a different.
Oh Jesus! Oh, there it is. No. Okay, catching the double jump. That was really smart actually. Of Birzes to go like kind of fade and then go back. That was very good positioning.
Because I was seeing that he was going to go for that first, like as a punish for it.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go for it right away, but he waited a bit. So good stuff to Birzes overcoming that. That was kind of stressful. And I know he's probably not familiar with the Ditto so much. So
well, most players aren't familiar with
their Dittos. No,
because I think playing against